As a Christian man, especially in your early 20s, I've kind of just come to the conclusion that life is warfare. Life is spiritual warfare, physical warfare, mental, emotional, you name it. And it's just hard out here for guys in their early 20s trying to be the best Christian that they can possibly be, but having so many vices and so many things that try to attack you and essentially take you out of the game, take you out of this game of life. And whether it's drugs, alcohol, sexual temptations, it is ruthless out here for Christian men trying to just make something of themselves, build on a foundation, and ultimately become that man of God that God wants us to be and calls us to be. But I wanted to get on here and just share what I've learned and how I've been able to withhold back all of the attacks of the enemy thus far. And if you were to go on a Christ-focused self-improvement arc, is what I like to call it, for 90 days, I'm willing to bet you could change your life and completely switch your circumstances from what they are right now. The first pillar I would give is just to invest in yourself. It is the one thing that you will always have. You won't always have friends or family around you, the nice car, but you will always have the skills that you've developed over time and what you have learned. Just for example, reading books that really builds your mind and develops you as a human. You will always have that information, as well as building different skills in the workplace, whether it's welding, sales. If you have charisma and you can communicate with people on a very in-depth level, that's a skill. But you need to really essentially build as many skills as you can, as early as you can. And that's just going to set you apart later in life and into your 30s, I'm sure of it. The second pillar is just become as physically fit and capable as you can as a man. And just for example, myself, I do weightlift and I practice martial arts from BJJ, Muay Thai, MMA to really build myself up. And that really gives you confidence that you otherwise would not have from having that six pack, from being able to know how to fight and handle yourself. That kind of confidence only comes from being physically capable and fit as a man. Every workout, push up, squat, you're building your body as well as your confidence, and that discipline that you get from being consistent with that affects other areas of your life, and it's carried over, and it helps you be that much more capable and consistent in all of the areas of your life. When I look at an obese person versus a fit person, you can very much tell the difference between the two. As in, one is consistent, one is lazy, slothful, and is not building his body and has no confidence. The third pillar would just be to work hard and build something that you're passionate about. And this may not come to you immediately, but it will over time. And you could already be passionate about something, so create something from it. Post about it on social media, build a business around it. Do something so where that effort that you put early on compounds over time, because the time is the one thing that you can't get back. Had I started posting on social media and being consistent when I was 18, God only knows where I'd be now, even though I've come so far in such a short amount of time. So start as early as you can on something, on building something. This could be a social media page, a business, maybe a stock portfolio. But when you start early, you get that much more experience in whatever it is that you're working on. I've heard Alex Hormozy say you either live in your 20s building skills, or you live in your 20s having fun, and the 30s is where you make up for it. A Christ-focused training arc is how you just beat back the attacks of the enemy and become successful no matter the odds posed against you. So invest in yourself early on, build a physically fit and capable physique. And 3, build something that you're passionate about as early as you can so that it compounds over time. Your 20s are just a battleground, and you'll see guys, your peers, get taken out and you'll see their potential wasted. You'll see them fail in life, fall into drugs, addiction, girls, living a sinful life. But a Christ-focused self-improvement arc is how you're going to get ahead. 90 days, lock in, do these 3 things, and you'll be much better off from when you started. I remember a time when I was at my lowest and I chose to lock in. I chose to focus on these 3 things, and it has compounded for me over time. So fight the fight, build a temple, and win your 20s.